What's up, everybody? It's your girl Hardy Girl, and I am here today with a Let's Play of Buried, which is an interactive story. This game was recommended to me through a group chat on Facebook, which I'm a part of. It is actually a Markiplier group chat. If you guys are watching this video, thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and get right through it. If you are not a fan of I guess make your own decision, make your own path games, I do have other videos for you to check out. For example, my Five Nights at Freddy's fails, which I actually did post a poll on Twitter the other day, and for some messed up reason, some of you guys want me to continue 2020 mode, which I will be recording either tonight or tomorrow. You guys are mean buttheads. But I will gladly do it because I really actually do want to get through it. I will find a way. I will do it somehow. If you guys actually do have any tips on how to beat 4-20 mode, go ahead and send them through because I do really want to beat it. So let's go ahead and get through this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Turn the lights down. Listen to my voice. And let's do it. And whenever I do get through this, I will go back through and replay this game, picking the opposite answer so I can get a different ending to this game. It won't be one playthrough right after another. This will be broken up, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and get through it. Or get to it. So Buried is an interactive story. The plot will change based on the choices you make. The story is broken into 5 chapters. Play straight through or at your own pace. There's no waiting and no pauses. Enjoy and choose wisely. Now before I click begin, I have no idea where the pauses are, so I'm just going to kind of make up my own unless there's a clear identifier as to where the chapter breaks are. So enjoy and choose wisely. I open my eyes and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful. Except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened. And, my God. My head hurts. And a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've got to find the other members of the crew. They could be in danger. Search for hard hat, forget the hat, search for the crew. I'm going to search for my hard hat. Just in case anything falls on my head. I get up on shaky legs and look around for a moment. A few nearby trees look to have been splintered and broken at the base recently. They certainly weren't like this earlier. Searching for the hard hat feels normal. It makes me feel like maybe there isn't something wrong here. I see it behind a fallen log, about 10 feet away from me. How it was thrown so far is beyond me. Driven by nothing more than habit, I walk over to it, pick it up, and place it on my head. Next, I walk over to the center of the logging site and don't like what I see. Uh-oh. I like the pictures. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on a truck for the day is overturned. The trailer bent and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me and this ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. Not birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after my hard hat flew off. I run through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastings. I'm 41 years old. The year is 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in this strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief, but it also makes me fearful, because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. Look at debris, look at truck. Well, I kind of already was looking at the debris, so I'm going to look at the truck. The truck. The hitch is completely broken, like it was blown off in an explosion or a really bad accident. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuel on site would have started a fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly, he'd only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open, an indicator that he had been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is already running really low. Not that it matters, the reception is crap out here. Yell out, or call somebody on cell. I would yell out because I would want to try and save my battery as much as possible. Hey, guys, where is everyone? Tony? Dennis? Frank? Joe? But their names fall flat among the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods, down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them. But with my truck turned over on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. It has to be either Tony or Dennis. The dozer looks unstable, like it might just roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I just can't leave him there. Go look. Stay back. I have to see who it is. Hey! I yell. Are you okay? Are you alive? Holding onto my hat, I skip over the wrecked equipment and stray logs to get closer. I can see a bit more of the leg. The jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg is bent at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony did not survive. Leave the body alone, pull the body out. If I was to pull the body out, I would probably cause more damage. I'm going to leave the body alone. There's nothing I can do for him now. I start to back away slowly. In my shock, I stumble back, suddenly tripping over one of the stray logs. My head collides with one of the logs as I bite the ground, but my hard hat does its job. Thank God I decided to look for it earlier. But what's more startling is realizing that Tony is dead. Looking at him, I feel something rising up in my throat, and I don't know if it's a scream or vomit. But I have to push it away. If I lose my cool right now, there are too many questions that will go unanswered. Shit. I can't believe this. Tony. He had 2 boys. He coached his oldest son's baseball team. He was the hardest worker I had, and was one of the most honest and reliable men I knew. This isn't right. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. Man, this is getting juicy. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears, it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds and sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? The silence out here is creepy, and there's a smell, like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit it, I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't even seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have heard it during the, well, during the what? Accident or... Wait, is that Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away. Yell out, walk up. Well, if he's deaf, he won't hear me, so I'm gonna walk up. He's just sitting there not moving. I walk up slowly next to him. Dennis. Hey, man, can you hear me? I tap him on the shoulder. He looks up at me from the ground, clearly coming out of a daze. Yeah, Roger, I hear you, he says. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has a tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usually confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on, he asks. Don't know. The crew is missing. An explosion, I think. These really are tough, what would you do questions. An explosion, Dennis says. Yeah, I believe that. Why do you say that, I ask. Did you see something? He doesn't respond. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods as if he is just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned. The dozers too, I say, shifting my hard hat and wiping my forehead. You okay? I ask him. Yeah, just shaken up. Me too. This might have been the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I have always been on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him, though. Sure, he's come to work a few times looking like he'd been in a bar fight the night before, but I've also seen him do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they had waited for their dad to finish up his shift. It's then that it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I want to rattle him with the news of Tony's death right now, not before we know what's going on, but he has a right to know. Tony is dead. Don't mention Tony. See, if I was Dennis, I would want to know that Tony is dead. You were up front with Dennis about Tony. Dennis's eyes fixate on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment like he is trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. Shit, he says. And I can tell that he is fighting back tears. He and Tony had been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he adds quickly, as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see that light? No, I say. What did you see? I don't even know, Roger, he says. It was like this flare of white light. It came right up out of the ground, like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment, or... This was no equipment, Dennis interrupts, agitated. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground. What did it look like? Or where did it go? Like looking into the sun, he says. It just feels like someone stabbed me in the eyes with a hot knife. When? I'm not sure, he answers, but I had finished about 10 trees for the day, and was about to top one. That's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I ask? Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? I believe you, or I think you're exaggerating. Didn't earlier in the story, my character say I saw 4 trees? I'm gonna be nice and say I believe you. You believe Dennis's story. He saw what he saw, I think to myself. He has no reason to lie about this. My God, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, he says, but if I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if it's all the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. We both stand up and start heading towards the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, the red seeping through his blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large splotch that makes me worry. Are you in a lot of pain? How'd you get that injury? I'm not sure, Dennis replies. I must have gotten thrown or hurt somehow from that light. It's then that I notice that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question, and he just nods. I thought it was just me, he says. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. We'll be okay, it's probably nothing. It's freaking me out. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try to be empathetic. Out here in the middle of these woods, the ringing could be anything, maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to have reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asks. I know he had his cell phone on him today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind the stack of logs. Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up and we walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground, abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing. Not a single trace. It's then I notice something really odd. A 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, like the ground was just deleted, no shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw that light come from the ground, he muses to himself. I say nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, the ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going on, and we might not be safe here. But that ringing sound could be a clue to where the rest of the crew went. No, let's check out that sound. Agreed, let's get away from here. We decided to avoid the sound. With that, we turn and start walking to the west, in the direction that I'm pretty certain leads to the road. And with that, I'm gonna end off this, I'm gonna call this chapter 1 for me. Because I'm not sure where chapter 1 officially ends, or if this is partway through chapter 2, I'm not sure. But if you guys like this, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're already a subscriber of mine, thank you for coming back and watching through to the end of this video. I wanted to say thank you guys for coming back, or thank you guys for clicking on this video. You guys are awesome. You guys have shown me so much love since the start of this channel. You guys are the best. You guys have given me such love and such positivity that every night when and if I go to sleep, I go to bed or I lay in bed with such a huge smile on my face, and that alone just keeps me coming back to make more videos, and you guys are just simply the best, so thank you. And I guess kind of the thing I'm trying to do is leave off a section at the end of each video for a little bit of a message of hope. Just wanted to say thank you guys for showing me all the love and support that you guys have so far. I love each and every one of you. Smile more, smile always, smile often. And I wanted to explain this because I had one final question. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible because I'm going off of what's in my head right now. The reason why I said the last couple videos it hurts less to smile because anatomically speaking, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So, i.e., it hurts less to smile because it takes less muscles to smile. So that's why I say what I say. Anyways, my name is Hardy Girl. I love you guys. I believe in you. I believe in each and every one of you, and I love you all. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!